What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Doing another RS3 video on the channel again today. I know we've probably done like, I don't know, like a dozen at this point. The main difference with this one today though is actually a stage 3 car. So normally we do sort of stock cars on the channel, maybe stage 2 at most, but this one's actually got an upgraded turbo, all done by MRC tuning. It's actually a first gen RS3 as well, so they're a bit sort of rarer on the roads of the UK. You don't really see too many of them. But yeah, the plan today is I'm going to give you guys a tour of the car. We're going to go meet up with the owners now, and yeah, we'll probably take it for a drive on our sort of usual sort of country route. Should be pretty good fun. The weather's nice as well, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Right guys, just met up with the owners of the RS3. They're just behind me right now. Gonna find a place to park up the M2, and yeah, we'll give you guys a tour. We get to meet the owners as well, and then yeah, we'll get on the road. Right guys, so here is the RS3 8P. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour of the sort of mods on this car. We've already done a video on a stock vehicle, so you can check that if you want to see more of the sort of normal stuff. We'll get straight to the mods. So of course, 2.5 litre 5-cylinder engine, sounds great and can make a lot of power with a few sort of bolt-ons on a stock engine. So this particular car is a stage 3 vehicle, so it's got all the sort of work done by MRC tuning, some of the best in the game, as you will know. So we've got a Loba upgraded turbo. We've got a full sort of Miltech exhaust system, so of course turbo back, so there's no cats. We've got a forged front mount intercooler, which you probably can't see from here, and we've got a Revo sort of cold air intake. We've also got an Autotech high pressure fuel pump, and that's pretty much it for the mods in terms of the engine. All of that makes around 516 horsepower. Crazy amount of power in a small car like this, but as some of you guys will know, RS3s are known for making silly power and handling it quite well. In terms of gearbox, it's also got a 7-speed S-tronic, the familiar DQ500 unit, as with all RS3s. Quite a different gearbox, to be fair, compared to the normal sort of DSGs. If you've driven that and say a normal DSG, the 250, you'll notice there is a fair bit of difference. The main thing being you can handle more torque. But yeah, other than that, normal RS3 8P. Of course, got the bucket seats too, and a nice sort of Audi exclusive paintwork. In terms of tyres, we've got the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, EBC yellow pads as well. That's another upgrade. Let's go around the back here. It is an Audi exclusive paint. First I thought it was the Merlin purple sort of paintwork finish, but it's actually a bit darker, to be honest. And of course, we've got the MRC badge there. Apart from that though, it is quite a sleeper car. You wouldn't really expect to see, if you're not too into your cars and you didn't know what that badge meant, you probably wouldn't expect this car to have 516 horsepower. And there's the exhaust as well. It's not overly loud. I'm going to turn it on in a second so you'll get to hear it. But yeah, it is fully sort of decatched as well, so it's a full system. Moving on to the interior. Let's open this properly here. Very clean example, this one. Black interior with this sort of Recaro bucket seats. These were the days when Audi RS used to give you quite sort of special seats. They don't really do that anymore. A sort of simplistic interior but functional. The AP cabin is a sort of very sort of strong cabin. All the materials are very sort of soft to touch and quite sort of hard wearing. They're not going to sort of last for a few years and then start wearing out. The main highlight is these seats though. What I'll do now, I'll just turn on the car, foot on the brake of course. So as you heard there, it does sound great. You can't beat the sound of the iron block 5-cylinder. Something about it, the new aluminium one doesn't have that sort of depth to it. It's got a nice little overrun on it as well. Of course, MRC did all the work, so you got the gearbox map as well as the engine map, making 516 horsepower like I might have mentioned. But what we'll do now, guys, we'll hop in the car, we'll take it for a brief spin, and you get to meet the owners as well. So yeah, let's get started. So here we are on the RS3. This is the owner John as well.
Hi.
Reese is in the back too. But yeah, they've basically brought the RS3 down from Oxford as well, so very kind of them. The plan is I'm going to take you guys on a little drive. We're just on the walk around, as you will have seen, MRC stage 3 car. But yeah, we'll take you on our usual sort of route. We'll get a nice feel for the car, get loads of engine clips as well, sort of sound clips, and then yeah, we'll just see how it's like. But we'll give it a bit some here. I'm barely touching the gas and it's flying. Right, so tuck it in. Got 4S tyres too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice and linear. It doesn't like shove you like straight away. You can sort of progressively add power like. Yeah, main defining characteristic is the 5-bar, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can have all the power in the world, but if it doesn't sound good,
That's right.
This must have started off as what, a stage 1 sort of thing, and then it just developed into a stage 3.
Yeah.
I always have that plan in mind.
I wanted to do the stage 1 in any case, and my goal was to do a stage 2 and leave it at that.
Yeah.
But when I did the stage 1, I actually found out that it had already been mapped, but quite badly.
Right.
So MRC put that right.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I had a chance to get the turbo, intercooler and the exhaust at a very good price.
Yeah.
And that's what prompted me to get it done, really.
Yeah. When you get to that 500 horsepower mark, it just adds a really sort of extra layer to it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, match the traction. That's actually the first time I felt that in a tuned RS3, because the stage 2 8V2 that I did had around 500 horsepower, but it never really sort of had this traction sort of thing going on. I don't, maybe it was just because of the fact that it made its power later, probably.
You'll find with this car is in stage 3 form it produces a lot more torque than a lot of other stage 3 cars.
Right.
Because they go down the route of like a TTE turbo.
Yeah, the TTE usually is the...
yeah, I think it's the Loba turbo that produces all the extra torque over like TTE turbos.
Okay. Yeah, because that was one question I was going to ask you guys as well, because normally I see TTE everywhere. Like the Loba turbo, I haven't seen too many of them.
No.
So what was the torque figure on this?
550 foot-pound, 741 newton meters.
Yeah, it's crazy numbers, that is. I mean, a standard F10 M5 is 500.
Yeah.
The intake I put on just before the last map, and MRC actually said, oh, we don't normally get very good power when they've got the Revo intake on there.
Right.
But for some reason this one did.
Yeah. Let's get this up here. Yeah, you've definitely got to hold on, but it's good that it makes you hold on. So we're just on a bit more of a sort of familiar road now. Sort of have a nice little stretch. Power's just there, guys. I mean, there's not really much else to say in terms of power. It's 516 horsepower. You know it's going to shift, but it's the sort of ease which the way it does it. Also, it doesn't sort of, I don't know, you just press the gas like an on and off switch, like some of these sort of 4-wheel drive hatchbacks. You gotta sort of feed in if you want to sort of, it makes you do a bit of work, which isn't the case with a lot of them. Yeah, barely any lag as well though. Barely any lag. Yeah, it really gets going at the top. On an autobahn, this thing would be well suited for sure. I've got a cyclist. Oh, scare him. Yeah, it's a good job this car's got bucket seats, right? The Audi seats now, they're quite flat. They don't really hold you in that well. I've noticed even the RS seats, they're sort of sharing the seats across the range, and they look great, but they don't hold you like these Recaros. So it's got upgraded pads or so as well, the yellow stuff.
Yeah, just yellow stuff pads. Yeah, a lot of people. I did quite a lot of research into it when I first bought the car, and everyone said that the brakes were terrible.
Yeah.
They had a lot of problem with them squeaking, and Audi replaced a lot in warranty.
Yeah, the squeaking, I've heard a fair few.
Within a month of buying the car, I bought brand new discs and pads, but standard.
Right.
And after a while, it felt like the discs were warped.
Right.
And it turns out that it's the bad pad material on the pads, and it puts a layer on it, so it makes it feel like it's warped.
Right.
And I thought it was irreparable, but I just changed the pads for the yellow stuff.
Yeah.
And it went away, and then they've been brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, they got a nice feel to them. I mean, I've heard of the similar sort of thing where people say that they change them out. I've seen some people like R8 brakes and crazy stuff like that. But so far they've been fine. But I suppose everyone has their sort of opinions on what they think is good or...
Yeah.
You almost got like more power than you'd even need for a road like this, haven't you? Like,
yeah, definitely, yeah.
You could use like 50% throttle and be faster than another car with 100% throttle.
Yeah.
Like, get a bit of sway onto, but I suppose it's cambered on the road.
Yeah, there is. It has got a torque steer really, but
yeah,
just because of the power.
Just because of the power, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's how you know you got a powerful car with a 4-wheel drive on torque steers.
I know, yeah.
Because when you like add power on like a camber, like it starts following it, like almost as if, you know, the sort of high-powered front-wheel drive cars that I've had to go in.
Yeah.
The way they follow the camber. The end bit is just what gets you, man. Yeah, when you drive into sort of car through where like you got trees rushing past you, it's all you can pretend to be a rally driver in a way.
Yeah.
The main thing I noticed with this, it sounds very like organic. It doesn't sound fake. You know, a lot of cars now they just sound like engineered in banks and engine sound and stuff like that. This just sounds like it's a powerful engine. That's what I find. And of course, it actually is a powerful engine as well. It doesn't just sound like one. Right guys, I thought we'll cut the video here because it is getting a bit dark now with winter time in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did and to subscribe for a lot more content to come. This channel sort of focuses mainly on these sorts of cars, RS3s, Golf Rs, stuff like that. Big thanks to the owners as well for bringing it down. They drove from Oxford as well, which is very nice of them. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video and yeah, just stay tuned.